You got my jersey? What's good, baby? How you doing, bro? Yo, man. Yo, do your shit, bro. I'm waiting on you.
Kevin said that he's sticking with Dillon Gabriel moving forward. You know, what kind of fight and heart, are you seeing in Dillon, and what do you guys think? What do you think about that?
What do I think about what?
What do you think about the fact that you guys are sticking with the status quo, or Kevin's sticking with the status quo and continuing to go with Dillon instead of turning it over to Shedeur?
Quarterback direction has nothing to do with me. I'm worried about the defense and us giving up the points that we did and the first downs we did. Who we stick with the quarterback is up to Kevin.
Okay, injury front, Alex Wright has a quad injury. We'll evaluate that in the morning. Obviously, we're going to win as a team. We're going to lose as a team, so we'll all own that, including myself. But it's extremely disappointing, some of the moments in that game in terms of how that game unfolded. Obviously, you can't give up 2 return touchdowns.
The Cleveland Browns are straight up falling apart right in front of everyone after another painful gut punch loss, this time to the New York Jets, a team that walked in at 1-7. That's not just a loss, that's a full-blown embarrassment, shaking the franchise from the top office all the way down to the last locker. Inside voices are saying the Browns organization is hanging on by a thread, with every coach, from Kevin Stefanski down to newly promoted play caller Tommy Rees, now under serious review. The tension in that locker room is boiling so hot that people are starting to crack under the pressure. And at the center of the storm, the stubborn refusal to start Shedeur Sanders, the rookie fans have been begging to see every single week. He's been stuck on the sideline watching everything burn while Dillon Gabriel keeps making mistakes and somehow still stays the starter. Fans are heated, players are fed up, and the whispers around the building are getting louder by the minute. Sunday's brutal 27-20 loss to the Jets didn't just hurt, it marked Cleveland's 13th straight road defeat. 13.
Hold on. Oh my God, let's watch that again. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Dillon Gabriel, an NFL quarterback, just did, what are we talking about? I swear to you, if Shedeur Sanders doesn't come out in the second half of this football game, yeah, my guy right there, it's time. That was the crazy, that dude's an NFL quarterback. I might just jump ship. I might go all in on Bills Mafia. If Shedeur doesn't play today, it's Bills Mafia. I'm going to jump through a table and just make it official by the end of the day. That's, oh my God, you got to be. All right.
That's not a stat. That feels like a curse following this team everywhere they go. Instead of breaking the cycle, it was the same rough story again, with penalties all over the field, blown coverages, dropped balls, and a sideline that looked like it was melting down in real time. By the time the fourth quarter hit, the Browns looked like a team teetering on total collapse. Cameras even caught players barking at their position coaches, guys pointing fingers, and frustration turning into heated gestures. Stefanski was spotted muttering, "Oh my goodness," after another neutral zone mistake wiped out their final shot, and inside sources said the locker room energy afterward was straight toxic. Players storming out, veteran leaders calling out the staff, and everyone wondering if Stefanski still has control of anything. People described the atmosphere as hostile and tense, with some saying it felt like the squad was one spark away from blowing up completely.
Hey, how you doing today?
What's good, beloved? Max Biggervale.
What's your name? Where you from?
Max Biggervale, New York, New York.
Yes, sir.
Fresh out the can.
Damn.
Off of 18 stretch.
Damn.
They gave me 7 and 5, but I'm back.
Yes, sir. You're back. And describe your fifth for us right quick.
Oh, man, it's Louis Vuitton. Head to toe. All the way down to the sneaks.
And as if that wasn't enough fire, owner Jimmy Haslam stormed out of his MetLife Stadium suite before the final seconds even ticked off. Witnesses said he looked furious, jaw clenched, face tight, refusing to talk to anyone on his way out. That silence told a whole story without a single word. Later that night, he reportedly met behind closed doors with the front office to talk about organizational accountability, which everyone knows is code for a coaching purge waiting to happen. Then came the part that shook the stadium. The chant that's become Cleveland's heartbeat this season. Shedeur, Shedeur. It echoed through the air like thunder. Fans were desperate, voices cracking from pure frustration, begging for the rookie to take the field. But Stefanski stood there stone-faced, refusing to budge even an inch. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders paced behind the bench with his helmet on, locked in, prepared for that one moment that never arrived. He didn't see a single snap. Not one. And now this has officially become one of the strangest storylines in the entire league. How does the son of Coach Prime, Shedeur Sanders, a rookie who lit up the preseason, sit untouched while the team is sitting at 2-7? It's driving fans absolutely wild. Social media blew up the second the final whistle sounded, with thousands of posts roasting Stefanski's decisions and demanding Shedeur start next week against the Ravens. One tweet that went viral said exactly what the whole city was thinking. Any normal team would start Shedeur Sanders, but the Cleveland Browns are allergic to winning. That comment hit hard because it felt true, and when you look at the numbers, the frustration is easy to understand. Dillon Gabriel went 17 for 32 for 167 yards, 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Decent on paper, but anyone actually watching the game saw the real story. Constant pressure, shaky reads, rough timing, and wide open receivers left waving their arms like they were invisible.
Penalty, the neutral zone infraction penalty at the end, how frustrating is it? Something like that where you don't have a chance to go back out there and try to win the game.
It's frustrating. I mean, there are definitely plenty of frustrating things to go around in the game. I just don't want my guy, Cam, to lose confidence and think that he lost the game for us. That's not the case. There are so many plays in the game, and you can't let one hang on you and take away your confidence in who you are as a player. This is a learning moment for him, and a chance to do better for the next time. And kind of like Andre in the first game, you're going to have your opportunities, and you just make the most out of it.
And you guys...
Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders' preseason numbers, with the 17 of 29 for 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, still stand out as one of the rare bright spots this team has had all year. But just when fans thought the drama couldn't get any more chaotic, the day took a wild celebrity twist that nobody saw coming. Legendary Harlem rapper Max B, yes, Bigavelli himself, showed up at the game just hours after being released from prison. The second Max B stepped in, the whole stadium's energy flipped instantly. It felt like the entire place snapped awake at the same time. Cameras crowded him, fans screamed, and social media absolutely erupted. Everyone wanted to look at the Harlem icon, fresh out, rocking designer shades, and wearing that trademark smile. But what caught everyone off guard was what he casually said during a quick interview. Cleveland needs to free Shedeur, baby. You can't keep talent locked up forever. The crowd went crazy hearing it live, and the clips spread online like wildfire. Within minutes, that one quote turned into a full-on movement. Fans were reposting it, remixing it, tagging the Browns nonstop, and #free Shedeur shot straight up the trending charts. Even players from other teams started liking posts, and a few big-name rappers jumped in to show support for the rookie who hasn't even taken an NFL snap yet. Suddenly, this wasn't just football. It felt like a cultural moment, a mix of hype, rebellion, and pure entertainment. Meanwhile, inside the Browns' locker room, the pressure was suffocating. Players could feel the heat coming from every direction. Ownership, fans, and national media now circling like sharks. Sources say a few veterans even told staff privately that it's time to give the kid a chance before the season completely falls apart. Others are frustrated that their voices aren't being heard while the coaching staff continues to defend Gabriel after another shaky outing. By Monday morning, sports talk shows everywhere were asking the same thing. What is Kevin Stefanski thinking? Analysts tore into his stubbornness, calling it career-killing to keep a promising rookie on the bench while the team is falling apart in real time. And as if that wasn't enough, even neutral fans from across the league are now rooting for Shedeur just to see if he can break Cleveland's never-ending curse. Every sign points in the same direction. The city is ready, the fans are ready, and the players are ready. But the real question now is whether Stefanski will wake up and finally let the spark this team desperately needs step onto the field before it's too late. By Tuesday morning, it wasn't just Cleveland talking anymore. The entire league was buzzing. ESPN, FS1, even national radio shows were all running the same headline. Why won't the Browns play Shedeur Sanders? The offense looks like it's stuck in slow motion, and somehow the one guy who could actually shake things up is still standing on the sideline holding a clipboard. Reporters close to the team say Stefanski's confidence is fading fast, and inside sources claim the front office is split right down the middle, half pushing for Shedeur Sanders to start immediately, and the other half worried that tossing him into the chaos could hurt his development. But the truth is simple. The chaos is already here. Every game feels like another burial for this offense, and fans have officially run out of patience. They're showing up with signs, shouting Shedeur's name, and even booing when Gabriel jogs onto the field. That's how tense it's gotten. One player who chose to stay anonymous reportedly told a local beat writer, "It's hard to keep believing when the coaches keep ignoring what's obvious to everyone else." That quote blew up online instantly, pushing the situation to an even hotter level.
Held Justin Fields to, I think, 11 yards passing until that Breece Hall screen pass. So you guys were really accomplishing your game plan, it seemed like, until that play.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about it and what you were able to do against Justin for most of the game, I guess?
I mean, we lost, so I don't feel that great about it.
Miles, with the losses mounting, do you feel like that everybody will continue to bring to fight? You feel like that the proper effort will continue to be there after you guys lose a game like this?
Okay, how they feel? You got to suit up. It's still opportunity, there's still a chance. We still have, 8 more games? You never know what can happen. So I'm going to make sure that there's no quitting this team. I haven't seen it before, and it's not going to happen now. So I'm going to make sure everybody mans up and still knows exactly what the directive is.
Insiders say the locker room is dangerously close to splitting into two sides. Veterans trying to protect pride, younger players pushing for change, and coaches desperately trying to hold everything together with team meetings and patched up plans. Then came another wild twist. A leaked text thread, allegedly from inside the organization, started circulating on X, showing frustration between assistants over Stefanski's refusal to adjust the game plan. If that leak turns out to be real, it's going to cause complete chaos inside the Berea facility this week. The storm is growing louder by the hour, and it's not just about football anymore. It's about ego, control, and pride. The Browns are sitting on a ticking time bomb, and the one thing that might actually calm this whole mess is finally letting Shedeur Sanders take the field. By midweek, Cleveland had officially turned into a full circus. Talk shows, podcasts, and even random fans chatting in grocery store lines were saying the same thing. Start Shedeur already. The pressure isn't just coming from fans now, it's coming from everywhere. Former players are calling out the team on social media, analysts are calling the situation a football disaster, and insiders say even NFL Network is preparing a feature segment questioning how the team is handling their rookie quarterback. Things got so intense that one anonymous front office source reportedly told a local reporter, "There's a civil war inside this building." That's how bad it has gotten. People are taking sides, group chats are leaking, and every move Stefanski makes is being treated like a national controversy. He's coaching with the weight of the world on his shoulders, and every post-game press conference feels like an interrogation under bright lights. The tension jumped to another level during practice when, according to multiple eyewitnesses, Shedeur took a few unexpected first-team reps, and the offense suddenly came to life. Players were fired up, the energy was electric, and for the first time in weeks, the building felt alive again. But just as it looked like something might finally be changing, word spread that Stefanski shut it down, calling it just part of a rotation. That decision reportedly crushed the mood instantly. Outside the facility, it's even more dramatic. Local media vans are lined up along the street. Fans are standing near the gates, holding free Shedeur signs.
Was missing after that.
Yeah, obviously, things that we need to clean up, staying on the football field, scoring points. Some early, there were some good moments coming out, going into halftime, obviously.
And radio hosts are turning the rookie into a symbol of hope in a season that's falling apart fast. Every hour without a decision feels like another hit to the franchise's reputation. Cleveland is no stranger to controversy. But this situation is different. This isn't just about one rough game or one rough coach. This is about a franchise that keeps tripping over its own pride. And now the only question left is whether Kevin Stefanski's pride will cost him his job. Or if he'll finally realize the spark he's been searching for has been sitting right there on the bench the whole time. Cameras caught Max B rocking a clean orange and brown Browns jacket, dapping up fans and shouting from the stands, "Free Shedeur, let that boy play." The crowd lost their minds instantly. It was poetic, a man who just reclaimed his own freedom standing in support of a player fans believe is being held back by his own team. That moment hit Cleveland fans right in the heart. After the game, reports say Max B tried to head toward the Browns' locker room tunnel but wasn't allowed inside. Still, he made sure nobody missed his message, telling reporters, "I came here to see Shedeur shine. That's Coach Prime's seed. He ready. Cleveland gotta stop playing." The clip exploded online. pulling in over 3 million views in just a few hours. And that one moment sparked another wave of outrage pointed straight at Kevin Stefanski and his staff. Fans flooded X with hashtags like #FireStefanski and #FreeShedeur, lighting up the entire platform all night long. Cleveland's frustration didn't just boil over. It turned into a full movement, and nothing is slowing it down. Former NFL cornerback Aqib Talib jumped in on his podcast saying, "You don't sit a talent like Shedeur this long unless something's broken internally." His words landed like a hammer. Then Skip Bayless threw another shot saying Cleveland's coaches were sabotaging their own season out of pure stubbornness and yelling, "Fire them all!" The storyline caught national fire immediately. By sunrise, Cleveland wasn't just trending, it was dominating the entire football world. Even Cleveland sports radio, normally loyal to Stefanski, turned on him hard. One popular host on 92.3. The Fan called Sunday's meltdown the final straw in what he called a comedy of coaching errors. He ripped the staff live on air, saying Tommy Rees's play calling looked like a college scrimmage gone wrong, and that the team has no identity, no leadership, and absolutely no spark. The clip went viral, and you could practically feel the city's patience snap in real time. Inside the locker room, things are reportedly just as bad, maybe even worse. Multiple sources say players including Jerry Jeudy and David Njoku have quietly expressed frustration about the direction this team is heading. One insider even claimed Jeudy told teammates straight up, "We keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. That's insanity." His quote spread fast, becoming a rallying cry for fans who've been saying the same thing for weeks. But it doesn't stop there. Behind closed doors, whispers are growing about complete dysfunction. Some players reportedly skipped optional meetings after the Jets' loss, and one defensive starter even confronted position coach Jeff Howard about miscommunication on blitz packages. That's how deep the cracks are running. Players are calling out coaches face to face. One staffer summed it up perfectly. Morale's lower than it's ever been. And it's not just about the losses, it's about how the whole season has been mishandled from the start. The same source added, "Shedeur is ready, the guys know it. But nobody upstairs wants to admit they were wrong about Gabriel." Even the front office is reportedly split in half, some pushing for a complete reset while others cling to their pride. By Thursday morning, the situation in Cleveland had officially crossed the point of no return. What started as frustration has now turned into open rebellion. Fans, players, and even insiders are speaking out louder than ever before. Reports say multiple team staffers are quietly leaking information to the local media, trying to expose just how messy things have gotten behind the scenes. One source described the Browns facility this week as pure chaos, with tension so thick you can feel it when you walk through the halls. Practices have turned into awkward, silent standoffs. Players barely talking to coaches and coaches whispering among themselves trying to hold on to whatever control they have left. Stefanski, once known for staying calm under pressure, now looks like a man backed into a corner trying to save his job while everything around him cracks. Meanwhile, rumors are swirling that some assistant coaches have already started updating their resumes in case the inevitable happens. Fans are adding more pressure too. Organizing a free Shedeur rally outside the Browns facility this weekend, thousands have RSVP'd online, promising to show up in Sanders jerseys, holding signs and demanding real change. Even national voices are jumping into the chaos now. Analysts from Good Morning Football and First Take ripped into Cleveland's leadership, calling this one of the most dysfunctional situations in the entire league. And the wildest part? Everyone agrees on one thing. The Browns' biggest problem isn't talent. It's pure stubbornness. The writing is on the wall, and somehow the only people who don't see it are the ones making the decisions. Cleveland is crumbling from the inside out. And unless Stefanski puts his pride aside and finally gives Shedeur Sanders his shot, this entire season could go down as one of the biggest implosions in franchise history. By Friday, the drama hit a full fever pitch. The Browns' practice facility looked less like a football operation and more like a breaking news scene. Reporters were lined up, cameras rolling nonstop, waiting for the next sign of tension. And they didn't have to wait long. Multiple insiders leaked that Stefanski and offensive coordinator Tommy Rees got into a heated exchange during team prep. Voices raised, players frozen in silence watching their coaches argue. That's how far things have fallen. Now even the staff is turning on each other. Meanwhile, players are stuck walking on eggshells, knowing every decision could blow up the entire season. One veteran reportedly told a teammate, "This isn't football anymore, it's damage control." That line hit social media instantly and became another viral rallying cry for fans demanding change. Local reporters are calling this the darkest week of Stefanski's tenure, saying the energy around Berea feels like the quiet before a firing. But the loudest noise isn't coming from inside the building. It's coming from the fans. Supporters across the city are mobilizing for the weekend rally. Posters with Free Shedeur and Fire Stefanski are being printed in bulk, and even some Cleveland businesses are putting those slogans on their storefront windows. It's no longer just a sports debate. It's a full citywide movement. National networks are feeding on the chaos too. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported that ownership is evaluating all options, while insider Jay Glazer added that Jimmy Haslam's patience is wearing dangerously thin. And everyone knows what that means. Stefanski's seat isn't just warm anymore, it's burning. The question haunting Cleveland now isn't if change is coming, it's when. With the Ravens matchup looming and the locker room barely holding together, all eyes are on one man. Will Kevin Stefanski keep going down with Dillon Gabriel, or finally hand the keys to Shedeur Sanders and give this city the breath of fresh air it's begging for? Inside the Browns front office, things have turned into a straight-up power struggle. General Manager Andrew Berry, one of Stefanski's last allies, is reportedly urging ownership to make a quarterback change immediately just to salvage what's left of fan confidence. But not everyone agrees. Some higher-ups fear that firing Stefanski mid-season would send the organization spinning even deeper into chaos. Still, with the Baltimore Ravens, the top dogs of the AFC North, coming to town next week, the Browns are standing at the edge of total collapse, and if they lose again, insiders say it could trigger a 48-hour organizational shakeup. According to multiple reports, a complete house-cleaning plan is already being drawn up behind closed doors. The rumored blueprint? Fire Kevin Stefanski and much of his staff, but possibly keep Tommy Rees in an interim offensive role just to finish the year. Meanwhile, defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz, who already has head coaching experience, would step in as interim head coach. And here's the headline grabber. That move would reportedly come with one massive change: Shedeur Sanders getting his first NFL start. Whispers around Cleveland say it could happen as early as Week 11, and fans are already treating it like destiny. They're showing up outside the stadium yelling, "Let the kid play! What's left to lose?" That one line summed up the whole mood of a city that's tired of waiting for a spark and fed up with the same old heartbreak. As for Shedeur, he kept it cool after the game, walking straight through the tunnel with his helmet in hand, avoiding every reporter in sight. But that silence said everything fans needed to hear. His father, Deion Sanders, hasn't spoken publicly either, but fans noticed a cryptic message on his Instagram story late Sunday night: "Pressure breaks pipes or makes diamonds." Within minutes, Shedeur reposted it, and that's when social media exploded all over again. A man freed after nearly 2 decades behind bars, standing in support of a young quarterback trapped by his own team's stubborn pride. Two completely different stories, one about redemption and one about restraint, colliding under those gray New Jersey skies. The moment felt poetic and painful at the same time. While Max B walked out of MetLife to cheers, cameras, and celebration, Shedeur Sanders walked off in silence. Helmet low, shoulders heavy, still waiting for his own version of freedom. The Browns have now dropped 7 of their first 9 games, and the whole franchise feels like it's running on fumes. The fan base is restless, the locker room is fractured, ownership is furious, and the supposed franchise spark, Shedeur Sanders, is still standing on the sideline with a clipboard instead of a football. It's chaos dressed up as strategy, and Cleveland fans have reached their limit. If the Browns do what insiders expect and clean house, it'll mark their 5th major staff overhaul in 10 years. Think about that, a full decade of starting over and still no real direction. But this time, fans are actually begging for it. One frustrated supporter summed it up perfectly under the Browns' official Instagram post. "We've tried everything but common sense. Play Shedeur Sanders, clean house, start over." And honestly, a lot of people agree. Until someone in power finally listens, the Browns will stay stuck in their own loop. A talented roster wasting away under indecision, pride, and messy politics. Every week feels like the same movie playing on repeat, but the audience is getting louder, more frustrated, and less willing to sit through it. Next week, the Baltimore Ravens roll into town, the powerhouse of the AFC North, and everyone knows what's on the line. Another loss could trigger the reckoning fans have been waiting for. And if Shedeur finally steps on that field, it might be more than a debut. It could be the moment Cleveland finally finds real hope again. Because if Sunday proved anything, it's that from Max B to the dog pound, this entire city is ready for freedom. So if you made it this far, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with every football fan you know, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Should Cleveland finally unleash Shedeur Sanders and let him lead this team? I'll see you on the next one.